Yo, what's up, everybody? It's y'all's boy Moose.
And your boy Squirrel.
Fuck, every day I'm healing up better and better, yo. But let's go ahead and hop into this shit. As y'all know, Brian asked me personally to review some of his matches. This is four. This is not all of them. I still got some more I want to do for him. But IWA Deep South Spider Gauntlet, the Spider Boodrow Memorial Gauntlet. This was the second one. The first one was at Carnage Cup 12, Hoodfoot won it, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's a 7-man match. When someone gets pinned, the next opponent comes out. Brian's at the last one. He's 7th. He comes out with a mask on, takes it off, and tosses it up by the entranceway. He comes all the way out, down the ramp, the hill, whatever. Gets the fans pumped up. Now, that's one thing you got to expect with Brian White, the tattooed wrestler. He's going to come out there, and he's going to pump you up no matter what mood he's in, no matter how he's feeling. He's in his moment, he's going to pump you up. And he's going to look for you to pump him up. So keep in mind, maybe 18, 20 hours earlier, this man had that fucking conjuring poured on him with all that shit that York made.
Oh, that's when they poured like, what was it, that ghost pepper and lemon juice and alcohol or something like that?
That's actually how Brian's remembered from, Carnage Cup. But I remember Brian, even though I watched him make it to the second round, I remember Brian from the fucking gauntlet because of how much work he put in. His opponent, lucky for him, he got hardcore hillbilly.
That's a beast.
So hillbilly is waiting on Brian. Waiting on Brian to get in the ring. Well, Hillbilly's smoking a cigarette. Brian gets in the ring and keeps pumping up the fans, walking around, doing his thing. And Hillbilly's still smoking his cigarette. Well, they start hitting each other in the face. Brian gets hit with a weapon first. A Kindle stick, to be exact.
Hey, you know what? We're outside. I gotta freshen the air up a little bit over here. Plus, advertisement works. Oh, I know what he wants to do. Look at this. Oh, my God. He wanted to put that cigarette out. Oh, God, I'm high.
It's one of those dads that takes you out.
He sets Brian. Hillbilly sets Brian in the middle of the ring, of a 6-sided ring at that. So, Carnage Cup 13 ring was 6-sided.
Yeah, I remember that. I think clips of it.
And puts the goddamn cigarette out on Brian's fucking head. Literally. Now, if you remember that cigarette was drugged across that man. Or whatever. Now,
that shit kind of hurts, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I've had it done to me. Oh, shit hurts.
Brian gets up and smacks a bundle of tubes across Hillbilly's head. Brian starts dropping a bunch of tubes, a bunch of fucking bundles. And starts pounding Hillbilly's face. Hillbilly puts a trash can on Brian, then does a senton onto the trash can, smashing Brian. Now, I thought that's when Brian was done. That's over 300 plus pounds coming down on you.
Weapons in there with ease, but that was for the tournament. Sidey, look out! Senton! Onto the...
Yeah.
And Brian, not calling, hillbilly, big or fat or nothing, but Brian's about my size, and Hillbilly's a big boy. He's big boned. I met Hillbilly. He's not fat. He's big boned. He's, So Brian's not too big. Brian gets on the side of the ring. Him and Hillbilly, get on the side of the 6-sided ring, the ring apron. And
are they inside or outside?
Hillbilly throws Brian through this contraption made out of chairs, boards, light tubes.
Leaking out of the hardcore hillbilly with a big-ass smile over his face. Oh, God. Oh, God. And speaking of Spider Boudreau smiling.
Look at this! Look out!
Well, he's laughing a jolly jig right now at that carnage.
Hillbilly gets down, and he moves all the fuckery and steps on Brian for a pin.
Oh, shit.
Like Big Show used to do. That.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Brian's like, no, I'm not. That's not how I'm going to go out in this damn gauntlet. So, they get back in the ring.
How trying to reverse thing is Brian White off the ropes.
I think he was going for another one of those boss man slams.
And these guys
here we go.
Starting out to wrestle, but now it just turned into a street fight.
And Hardcore can slug it out with the best of them. That's why he's one of Necro's youngest and newest students.
Wait a minute, Brian White counter, nice job right there by just jumping on the back, choking out, trying to the Hardcore Hillbilly, and he's losing oxygen. Think of all the blood he's lost already.
That's what I was thinking about, not only trying to get breath.
Oh my, did you see that? Again, 300 plus pounds.
Again, when you talk about the legendary big men in the game, the Haystacks, Calhouns, the Andre the Giants, they would often use their own weight as their most primary offense. And right there, Hardcore Hillbilly just drove on the air.
He's still got it on.
Holding.
Are you kidding?
Like a pit bulldog.
2. One more and it's over.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding?
Now,
Brian White, what an upset, what a Cinderella story.
That was legendary.
Let's go up to the ring.
And they start trading blows. Then Hillbilly starts ramming his shoulder into Brian while he's in the corner.
Hell yeah.
Well, then Hillbilly goes to turn, his back and throw his back half onto Brian. Well, Brian jumps onto Hillbilly's back and eventually chokes Hillbilly out. It took everything Brian had and then some. And then they show each other's respect. Now, within that match, this whole match, everything I'm reviewing has been talked about by Brian himself. And one of the 4 interviews, because I've interviewed him 4 times, we've interviewed him 4 times, I have whatever. Now, this match, he said out of his own mouth, it took him everything he had. And he said that if that didn't work, he was going to be fucked. He didn't know what to do. But you can't count a good wrestler out. And that man puts everything and gives us everything in the ring.